No, we only you wait, waka come. Like a red, never walk alone. No, we only you wait, waka come. Like a red, never walk alone. Never walk alone. No, we only you wait, waka come. Like a red, never walk alone.
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yamal making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe. Talisca! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yamal. Yamal. Bale. He's burst through. It's Bale! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Talisca. Kimmich. Now it's Barcola. And he's been shifted fit. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And Milan have the lead.
The goal scorer for Milan.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his and he put it where very few can.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Distributed tidily.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Aimed beyond the defence. Bale gets into a good position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Bale. Decent chance! Beckham. Well, that has not gone well. It's Park Ji-sung. He's on it. Yamal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the game has already resumed here. Shot a goal! Park Ji-sung. Now it's Bale. And the counter is on. Yamal picks it up out wide. That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! What a moment for the triple centurion, for one of this team's favourite sons.
The goal scorer for Milan.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, good-looking ball. Always onto this. That's the keeper's ball. That's a throw. Barcola. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal given the lift of his goal. Park Ji-sung.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's made its way to him. And the finish! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Substitution for Lazio. Number 14.
Lazio can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 27.
Schneider.
Silva.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Number 6.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 9. Messi.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that.
Musiala.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it into space. Man of the match award, and no surprise there.
Hello everybody, and this is...
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies.
This is a secret that keeps us stuck from the deep end. I love your energy. I love your energy. I love your energy. I love your energy.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception. I'm happy to...
Could be danger here! The ball has bounced loose now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Owen gets flagged offside. Messi. Good purposeful running this.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, sweet feet. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Quarter of an hour played. And here's Bale. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, terrible pass.
Only need a shoulder to cry on. So please, would you leave me a light on, and I'll come by when you don't mind, but not if it'll only waste your time. But you can call me anytime.
And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Owen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Ronaldo chasing after it. Just eases him off the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. 30 minutes gone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale, And the counter is on. That is good alertness. Well read, nice interception. Messi. And it's Hernandez. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... He's having it! Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
It's Bale! Off the post! Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some big...
And a chance! Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Hernandez getting this one clear. And he's managed to gift it back. Anguissa. Pedri. He's beaten the last man. He was under real pressure there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Mbappe.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Messi has created one goal already. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but not easy in practice.
Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still. Saliba. And Koundé. And it's Pedri. It's Pedri. And it's Messi. Anguissa. Threads one in. And the through ball. Bale gets through on his chance! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Ronaldo, showing good feet.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Owen! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Milan with the corner, they're first.
Coming on the field is number 99. Robert
They've played it
Lewandowski.
short. And Park Ji-sung! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Number 9.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Number 21.
And it's been taken short. Tries a shot!
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Haaland.
Added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saliba cuts it out. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking for the run. Park Ji-sung. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Through the love and the wars, he still settles scores. It's alright. You can have a good time. Peace is the secret that keeps you stuck from the deep end. Baby, I love your energy. I love your energy. I love your energy. I love your
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It's Bale! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The goal scorer for
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Throw in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka picks it up out wide, plays it across, and that has been cleared.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That ball looks a good one. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played out to the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Rijkaard. And here's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then.
And Nesiri! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And Nesiri is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Iraq were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Azar. Now he's got space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van der Ven. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Bale. He's picked his way. Bale! Oh, the ball's come loose here. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rijkaard. Out to the right. Messi. He's in a great position here. Terrific header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chouameni. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And Yamal. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Bale. That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely. And the finish! And that's gone route one. Barella. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Messi. Barella. Swung over, and it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Yamal. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to say...
It's Bale! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Number 11, Gareth Bale.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And this is Park Ji-sung. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale. Barella. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Substitution for Iraq. Number 23.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 24. Barella. Coming on the field. Number
Saka.
19. Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Number 16.
That's gone for a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Out to the left it goes. Chouameni. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Owen. And here's Bale. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Goes for a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Nesiri. Mbappe. Saka has it in a wide position. And that's that. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
Now in this come the man called Sayan Kuti alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
I know do big man pass anybody. I know they do pass myself. I just one day. I know be everybody worship money. I know they show myself. I just one day. I say shit, you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. Say you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day.
As long as the sun will shine on the face of man, I don't see no guy can erase the plan. Some guy should have wise and understand what will be must be. We jump out on the road and we safely track and make it back in by the grace of. Some guy love talk, but them face the bad, what will be must be.
Normally not day, I no get time to chase cloud. I'm more happy, nobody like me, I can't shout. Too many people did the world, not enough souls to make humans. And everybody knows.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Rijkaard completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Park Ji-sung.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Bale. That is good alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Yamal. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a nicely shaped ball. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that's another throw. Now it's Bale. Bale! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 32 minutes is number 11.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lovely feet. Lobbed in behind, and he's cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Owen. Now it's Yamal. And this is... and the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he thumps it clear. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And, oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's managed to get rid. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. He's found a way through. Big chance! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Milan take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Lewandowski pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Incentive set, incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Bale, showing good feet. It's Bale! Rijkaard gets it away. Rijkaard has a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substitution in progress.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And this is Park Ji-sung! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. Yamal! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Messi, decent chance! It's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Bale! He has done it! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 74 minutes is number 11, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, this looks sharp. Threads one in. And this is Bale. And that's a good ball. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Yamal! Beckham. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to... Oh, what a... Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's Beckham. He rises! They've done it! With so little time left, grandstand finish! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Robert Lewandowski.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Saliba.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Aimed beyond the defence. And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bale taking accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Like so many others, I said you, like a racehorse. I said you, like a blowtorch. I said it took a long, long time to get here, but yeah we made it, yeah we made it. Every silver line was a gold mine as the sun was fading. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best. Isaac! Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski delivers. And now the breakaway. Bale. Out to the right. And this is Bale. Now it's Isak. Now it's Isak. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's had a shot! Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Now it's Owen. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Goal, Milan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Fermin. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Bale. It's a pretty loose pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Gavi. Well, that has not gone well. Chouameni. Crunching tackle. Chouameni goes steaming forward. Van Dijk makes the interception. Koundé. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Number 22,
And the second half gets underway.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Yamal looking to run onto it. Yamal! He scores! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rijkaard. He's shifting through the gears here. A shot at goal! Sticks it away! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the...
Chance! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Defending of the desperate variety. Just about up to 75 minutes. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And a chance! Oh, what a... And again! He has done it! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Kashima Antlers go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Can he get on the end of this? Isak is onto this. Shoots!